smart key here, all the way there, and I try to put on the bike. See, nothing happens. Nothing happens. So this is the reason why I hate my Honda Forza Smartkey. Walk with me. So this Smartkey works in a way that you don't need to put the key into the bike before it starts. It's powered by a remote sensor, right? So the key just has to be near the bike before it starts. Case in point, like this. See that? See that? Bike is on. If I turn this now and I push the start button, it comes on. Alright. But the issue about this Smartkey, even though it seems like a very nice technology, is that the Smartkey has to be near the bike for it to work, right? So the problem is, if you don't bring it near enough to the bike, it's not going to start. Case in point, watch this. So if I keep the Smartkey here, all the way there, and I try to put on the bike, see, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Okay. So while you might think that this is a very great security feature, the issue is that if you mistakenly lock your Smartkey inside your boot, right? If you mistakenly lock your Smartkey inside your boot and it's not somewhere close by under your boot, like here, if it's somewhere under your boot, like here, and you push this and you've locked this, right, and you push this start button, what's going to happen is that it's not going to start. So question now is, how do you now get your key? If how would you get your key from the boot that is closed if you can't even get the bike to come on? It means that none of these buttons, the box button, the seat button, none of them are going to work if your Honda Forza Smartkey is too far inside your boot. Now this has happened to me on 2 or 3 occasions, right? And the first time it ever happened, I had to call a mechanic, and we tried to pry it open for 1 hour, and nothing happened. My phone was trapped inside, my key was trapped, my money was trapped. I didn't have any other option. Okay, so we tried to force this open. We removed this back seat trying to force this open. It didn't work, right? So it wasn't until someone was smart enough to put their hands through this place and pull out my bag, then I got hold of my key and I clicked the button and it started. You get? So if you ever find yourself in a situation whereby you've mistakenly locked your Smartkey inside the boot of a Honda Forza, right, you need to try as much as possible to see if you can get it out of here. And if that's not the case, you have to call a mechanic to loosen this entire seat for you to get your key. So this is basically the reason why I hate, right, the Honda Forza Smartkey. It's a nice technology, you get. It's very modern technology for a bike this old, but if it decides to catch you, if it catches you, you're screwed. Last point, if you ever misplace this Honda Forza Smartkey, if you ever misplace this key, say maybe you forgot it somewhere, or it fell out of your purse, or it fell out of your bike while I was moving, if you ever lose this Smartkey, guys, it's not as simple as changing one key. Maybe your bike's key got lost and you change one key. No, this is basically everything. This plastic here is basically everything, right? If you lose this, you are going to have to replace this entire system. You get this, everything here, you're going to have to replace this entire system if you dare lose this key. You guys should follow for more, subscribe for more, like the video.